Open and high strategy. This is our unique in-house strategy which we have built and given to OI Pulse users. In this strategy, the open is equal to high of a particular index option would be playing a key role. And in this video, we'll see how to trade open and high and when to trade open and high and what is its significance. Let's get into it. What is open and high? When we say open and high, it means any particular strike which has open is equal to high till you do an analysis, it is called as open and high. Why and how the open and highs are being created? To know why open and high is being created, we'll take an example. In this example, there is a big player who wants to deploy 100 CR on a bullish side. This big players will not deploy all the 100 CR at a go. First, they will deploy 20 CR and they will keep 80 CR for the later adjustments. Now, this 20 CR also, they would be dividing into different categories and deploy it. Like 5 CR, they will buy futures. 5 CR, they may invest in at the money. 5 CR, they may invest in one strike in the money. And 5 CR, they may invest in one strike out of the money. Okay. So, they will not invest in deep in the monies or deep out of the monies. This is how they have divided the 20 CR capital which they wanted to play on bullish side. So at open, they place a market order on big quantities and by this, all the highest orders would be triggered and the market will open at highest price for the day and it will start falling. Now, once this has started falling, the big players slowly will deploy their remaining capital and take the market in their direction. So the primary reason is that some big player is bullish and wants to take a control of the price at the market open itself so that they get a maximum quantity as per their plan. So this is how the open and high has been created on index options by the big players. Now we'll see how to check open and high on a OI Pulse. For that, log into your OI Pulse account, go to a strategy menu, then click open and high strategy. Once you click open and high strategy, it opens like this. By default, it would be in live market. If you want to check any historical data, you can click here and check a historical data like this and select a index or instrument. Then select the date. Here you have an expiry day. You have go button for refreshing it. And this is the open and high tab and this is the open and low tab. The concept what we told on open and high, the same vice versa would be applied for open and low. Okay. Then we have an underlying asset and this is a spot price. What is the changes has happened and at what time the page has been refreshed. Okay. Here we have a days open. Whatever the day open would be there, that would be mentioned here. Days high, the new high once the days high is hit, the new low once the days low is hit, and this column denotes the open is equal to high on the particular strike. Okay. And this is a trigger time. Once the open and high is hit, we'll give a time here at what time it has hit and we'll give a tick mark. And this is a probability window. Before hitting open and high, here you will see numbers like 60%, 20%, 90%, 80% like that. By that, you will come to know what is the probability you can believe this will go and hit the open and high. Okay. And this is a LTP of a strike and this is a strikes. And same opposite on a put side. This full belongs to a call side. This full belongs to a put side. And this is not an option chain where you will have all the strikes. Whichever strike the open and high will be there, only that strikes will be mentioned here. And on the open and low, same data you will be having and we have a probability. As I told, the probability you will get a percentages here, 90% and you will get a badge here. So whenever the probability is high, it will go and hit, you will get a green badge like this and you will have same kind of thing on a open and high also. That badge belongs that they will hit and the probability is higher. One thing you have to remember, this strategy we trade regularly on index options only. If you wanted to test how it performs on a stock options, you can go to a historical data and check how it has been performed and you can do your own analysis. Now we'll see open and high strategy trade setup. The first criteria for open and high strategy is you have to check a open and high in a at the money or 3 or 4 strikes in the money. The deep OTMs or deep ITMs open and high will not be a right choice for trading open and high strategy. And the next one would be a checking open and low along with the open and high strategy. For example, if you have a open and high on a call side, and if you check a open and low, you have a open and low on put side, this is a right candidate for chasing a open and high strategy. And the next would be always check open and high and wait for hitting open and high till only 11 o'clock. After 11 a.m., there is very low chance that open and high would be hitting it. You have to check a probability also. Whenever the probability of hitting percentage is more than 80% and you have a open and high badge with a red symbol, this would be a right candidate for chasing. Along with this, you also have to check what is happening in the chart and what is happening in world market and what VIX is also doing. So if you combine all these things, it would be a high probability trade. For example, the Dow is falling continuously and VIX is also rising continuously. And if you have a open and high on call side and it is on a 50% or a 60% probability percentage, it is no chance that it will hit that percentage even though it is on a open and high category. Let's see few examples for this open and high strategy. So we'll take an example of May 26, 22. Here if you see the open and high on put side, we had on all the major strikes. At the money, 1 strike in the money, 2 strikes in the money, and all the major strikes we have open and high. At the open, it would not be having this badge called hit and it will not have this time. For example, I'll take a screenshot which we have posted on that day on our Telegram channel and I'll explain to you. So in this screenshot, if you see at 9:16, we had an open and high on all the major strikes and the probability percentage is on above 80 on all the strikes. And if you see the open and high, we have a green badge along with a red tag. So that means it has a high probability it will go and hit. If you take a strike of 34,300 which was trading at 357 and it had an open and high of 445. So if you see it is a difference of nearly 90 points. But still the probability is at very high, 90% probability, and the market is still at 916. And if you see at 921, the 445 of open and high has got hit, means nearly 90 points in just 5 minutes. So this is how the open and high works. Things to remember: always check open and high along with the open and low. Do not wait for open and high to hit if the probability is lower than 80% and if the time is more than 11 o'clock. Along with this, check how the market is also reacting it and then go for it. You can watch our open and high live video which we have posted in our channel and link has been given in a description. Hope you have learned something new in this video. Stay tuned for more informative videos in our channel. Keep learning and earning.